Of us are already familiar with the standard OSI Layer 4 packet filtering firewall. Packet filtering firewalls can allow or block traffic based on what's in packet headers. So whether it's IP addresses or port numbers or a certain type of protocol. But what we're talking about in this example is we're going to be really focusing on DNS firewall. In other words, the DNS firewall examines not packet headers, but instead it examines the actual DNS domain name that's being queried. Now, this is related to a type of attack that can be mitigated with this type of solution called a DNS exfiltration attack. And what it means, as the name implies, is that sensitive data can be exfiltrated or taken out of an organization by embedding it within innocuous-looking DNS traffic that is being sent out. And usually DNS traffic, such as client queries on UDP port 53, are allowed out of a network to get to the DNS servers wherever they may be. And so that traffic is normally not checked in detail for suspicious activity. So what we're really doing is talking about which outbound DNS queries should be allowed for DNS domains, which should be blocked depending on the approach you take. So let's get started with this. Here in the AWS Management Console, I'm going to start by going to VPC. Here in the AWS Management Console, I'm going to start by searching for root, as in root 53, so all the managed DNS services, because that's where we'll be able to work with the DNS firewall. If we scroll way down here, on the left under DNS firewall, we have two views, rule groups and domain lists. Now you can reference domain lists in a rule group. So why don't we start with domain lists? So you can create or add your own custom domain list. But down below, there are also some pre-built AWS managed domain lists. One is called AWS Managed Domains Botnet Command and Control, which has a list of known domains related to connecting to command and control servers. An infected computer can join a network of infected computers, which is called a botnet, and those computers have to receive their instructions on what they should do, such as initiate a distributed denial of service attack or initiate a ransomware attack. They need to get those instructions from a server somewhere, and its identity must be known. So there are known domains where that happens. If I click to open up that botnet command and control list, what I can now do is add it to a rule group. Now we can also do it from the perspective of the rule group, which ultimately we will be doing. But we mentioned here we could also add our own custom DNS domain list. I'm going to call this known bad sites. And I could upload by choosing the switch to bulk upload button and enter a reference to an S3 bucket where I might have a file that has all of these known bad domain names. Or I can enter them in one per line, such as badsite1.com, bad